Upon the rugged slopes of Mount Sinai, the air was thick with anticipation. Moses, the chosen leader of the Israelites, had ascended the mountain to commune with the Almighty. The people below waited with bated breath, their eyes fixed on the peak, where clouds swirled and lightning flashed. Suddenly, the voice of the Almighty thundered forth, shaking the very ground beneath their feet. "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." Exodus chapter 20 verse 3, the Lord proclaimed. This first commandment, delivered with the force of a divine decree, established the foundation of monotheism, declaring the supremacy and exclusivity of the Lord God over all creation. Moses, standing in awe, listened intently as the voice of the Almighty continued. "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth." Exodus chapter 20 verse 4. God's command was clear and unwavering. He demanded that his people worship him in spirit and truth, free from the taint of physical representations. As the Lord's voice echoed across the mountain, the gravity of this commandment settled upon the hearts of the Israelites. The divine voice grew even more authoritative as God declared, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I the Lord thy God am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me." Exodus chapter 20 verse 5. The Lord's exclusive right to worship and his intolerance of idolatry were made unmistakably clear. As the commandments continued to pour forth, God's voice rang with a holy reverence, cautioning against the misuse of his holy name. "Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. For the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain." Exodus chapter 20 verse 7. The sanctity of God's name was paramount, and the importance of honoring it with reverence was etched into the hearts of all who heard. "Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy." Exodus chapter 20 verse 8. This commandment was a perpetual reminder of God's creation and his provision, a time for rest and reflection. God elaborated on this directive, emphasizing, "But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates." Exodus chapter 20 verse 10. Compassion and equality were woven into the fabric of this holy day, ensuring rest for all. The Lord's voice then turned to the sanctity of family relationships. "Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee." Exodus chapter 20 verse 12. This promise of long life in the land underscored the importance of respecting one's parents, and the gravity of this commandment was felt deeply by the people. "Thou shalt not kill." Exodus chapter 20 verse 13. The sanctity of human life was affirmed with this clear and unequivocal command. The Lord's laws protected the very essence of life, prohibiting its unlawful taking. "Thou shalt not commit adultery." Exodus chapter 20 verse 14. The integrity of the marital covenant was upheld, emphasizing the importance of faithfulness and the sanctity of family relationships. "Thou shalt not steal." Exodus chapter 20 verse 15. The commandment to respect others' property underscored the importance of honesty and respect for what belongs to others. "Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor." Exodus chapter 20 verse 16. The commandment to uphold truth was clear, emphasizing honesty and justice within the community. "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's." Exodus chapter 20 verse 17. This final commandment addressed the root of many sins, desire and envy. As the giving of the commandments reached its climax, awe-inspiring phenomena accompanied the divine proclamations. "And all the people saw the thunderings, and the lightnings, and the noise of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed, and stood afar off." Exodus chapter 20 verse 18. The dramatic display reinforced the power and majesty of God's presence, instilling a reverent fear among the people. Frightened by God's powerful voice, the people sought a mediator. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not God speak with us, lest we die. Exodus chapter 20 verse 19. Moses, standing as the chosen intermediary, reassured them, Fear not. For God is come to prove you, and that his fear may be before your faces, that ye sin not. Exodus chapter 20 verse 20. The display of divine power was meant to instill a reverent fear, guiding them away from sin. The Lord reiterated his command against idolatry. Ye shall not make with me gods of silver, neither shall ye make unto you gods of gold. Exodus chapter 20 verse 23. This prohibition highlighted the futility and offense of crafting and worshipping idols. God then instructed the proper way to worship him. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings, and thy peace offerings, thy sheep, and thine oxen. In all places where I record my name I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee. Exodus chapter 20 verse 24. Simple altars of earth or unhewn stone were to be used for sacrifices, maintaining modesty and reverence in worship. Moses faithfully conveyed God's laws and judgments to the people. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord, and all the judgments. And all the people answered with one voice, and said, All the words which the Lord hath said will we do. Exodus chapter 24 verse 3. The people's unanimous commitment marked their acceptance of God's covenant. After communing with God on Mount Sinai, Moses descended with the tablets of the covenant. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of God. Exodus chapter 31 verse 18. These stone tablets, inscribed by God himself, carried the divine commandments, a testament to the covenant between God and his people. The giving of the 10 Commandments was a momentous event, filled with divine majesty and power. It marked the establishment of God's holy law, a guide for righteous living and a testament to his covenant with his chosen people.